Yo, yo, yo. What's good, y'all? I just wanted to make a video about resistance. Um, Most of my life, I kind of been the type of person that kind of was in my head, thinking, getting wrapped up in thoughts, overthinking, analyzing everything, and resisting the present moment. And so I want to talk about um, being in the present moment. No future, no past, and being completely engaged in whatever appears in the present moment. I think a lot of times what causes so much of our suffering is resisting the present moment because we don't like it. Maybe it's boring, maybe it's painful, whatever. Maybe you don't like the emotions, so we resist it. Some people resist it with drugs. Some people resist it with entertainment. Some people resist it by working all the time, working too much. Some people resist it by staying in the analytical mind. And so, we're not present. We're thinking about the past because we're resisting the present. We're thinking about the future because we're resisting the present. And I think the ego, mind, identity, the body, the thoughts, is always kind of in resistance to life. It sees itself as separate. But I think the way that we heal ourselves is by being present, not resisting. And maybe not even resisting if you're resisting. Like if you're resisting, that's whatever, it is what it is. And so I think we need to retrain our mind to be engaged with the present. No future, no past. When you find your mind getting wrapped up in stories, getting wrapped up in the past, getting wrapped up in the future, bring it back to the present, whatever's right in front of you. Because that's where life's really happening. That's what's real. Like right now. Right now is real for me. This is what I got. And if whatever feelings arise, they arise. If it's fear, it could be insecurity, it could be joy, it could be boredom, it could be whatever. Just allow it. It's just a feeling. You're not your feelings. You're not your thoughts. You're the awareness of those things. And a lot of times, the more present you are, you'll notice a lot of the suffering will start to begin to fall away, and you'll start to heal yourself. Now, it's difficult, right? It's challenging for the ego, mind, identity. Cheryl Bates White, what's good? You can only live one moment at a time and prepare for future, but not worry about it. Facts. Thanks for joining me. Yeah, just live one moment at a time. Don't get caught up in the stories. If whatever happens in a certain moment, it irritates you, Let it go. And let it go, even if it just happened a few seconds ago. Let it go. Bring yourself back to the present moment. You know? That's where it's at. And this world has kind of programmed us to be caught up in our thoughts and to live in the past, and we have a lot of trauma that, kind of like keeps us in that fear vibration. And so we got to retrain our mind, retrain ourselves to stop overthinking and be present. When you're talking to somebody, you're in a conversation. A lot of times you can just get in your head wondering what they're thinking about you, whatever, and you're not present because you're wrapped up in the stories. Be present. Be present with that person. And you'll notice nothing but good things are going to happen. When you get too wrapped up in the stories, everything falls to shit. Everything falls to shit. So retrain your mind to be present. Your analytical mind tries to figure everything out, but a lot of times it don't know what it's talking about. So be okay, and we have to learn to be okay with more silence. I know it's hard. We want to I'm a person that's just constantly want information, wants stimulation, constantly addicted to stimulation. Sometimes we have to break our addiction to stimulation and be okay with silence. Be okay with just going for a walk. Be okay with just sipping the tea and just being present while you're sipping it. And I'm a person that was so far away from this, so I had to train my mind, reprogram my mind to learn to be more present with things. It's okay if emotions come up, don't judge them. Just be present with them. It's fine. If you got anxiety, you got anxiety. Right? It don't matter. It's just the body. It's normal. And I'm not going to make this too long. This wasn't even anything that I planned on. Just what? I feel like making a Facebook Live. And if you feel the call to it, check out my YouTube channel. It's called Chucky's Imaginarium. If you're into content like this, check it out and subscribe. And also realize your focus is your energy. Be mindful what you put your focus on. In this world, everybody is fighting for your focus. You know what I mean? I'm on here, wanting you to focus on me talking. A billion people on YouTube want you to focus on them. The news wants you to focus, right? And people will stir up different things like fear to get you to focus. Make sure the things that you focus on are for your best interest, because you're giving your energy. And your energy is your focus is what you're creating with. Your focus is valuable. It's the most valuable thing you have. That's why everybody's fighting for it. Everybody on Instagram wants your focus. Be present and make sure what you're focusing on has value for you. And don't give out all your energy That's why a lot of times people are exhausted, because they're putting their focus on things that are just taking from them. And you don't want to put your focus on things that are just taking from you and not giving anything to you, that are not giving value to you. So be mindful of what you put your focus on. And make sure it's something that empowers you. Make sure it's something that serves you. But yeah, I'm going to get back to being present and not resisting. You know, a lot of times it's like boredom comes up, and like we want to find something to do. Allow it to come up. Because I'm telling you, like, I'm a person that resisted my whole life because my ego wants to control. The ego wants to control, but the ego ain't really in control. It just thinks it's in control. It wants to think it's in control and believe it's in control because that gives it security. But it's not in control. There's higher things going on. And so sometimes it's beneficial to not resist, to just allow the boredom to come up. If the sorrow comes up, let the sorrow come up. If the anger comes up, it comes up. You know? Because the more you resist, the more it persists. So a lot of times when you resist the misery and try to distract yourself with pleasures and things too much, you'll find more misery out of that. That's how I got to this point. It's because I was the opposite of what I'm talking about. And then once you start to, and it's uncomfortable, it's a change, but it's extremely beneficial. But I'm going to end this video. But, you know, I hope y'all got some value from this. If you did, please share it. If you feel called, like I said earlier, check out my channel, Chucky's Imaginarium. I think there's some information that you'll find pretty valuable. All right. Much love. Peace out, y'all.